this is such a great today's special, first of all. If you already are a fan of the Secure Soy Meal Replacement, well, we have the biggest value in store for you today, because along with the Secure Meals, and you can get whatever size you want, I'll walk you through, it's very simple. You're also getting lots of goodies, lots of freebies included as part of this. You're getting tea, you're getting oatmeal, you're getting Oat Bran, you're getting Choco Nuvo, you're getting a cookbook, you're getting all kinds of goodies. So let me show you what the choices are here real quickly, and then we'll talk all about it, because there's so much great information to share. So right out of the gate, you decide how many meals you'd like us to send you. And you can see you can do 20, you can do 20 meals, you can do 50 meals, or you can do the meal kits, where you can do 100, 200, or 300. So you get 100 meals, 200 meals, 300 meals. And then along with that, as I was mentioning, you're also going to get oatmeal and Oat Bran, and you're going to get...
Perfect example on the 300 meal kit. It's not fair to really say 300 meals, because you get 30 meals of oatmeal,
right?
30 meals of Oat Bran,
right?
You get 20 servings of Choco Nuvo,
yep,
and you get 30
servings
tea bags.
Of tea.
So you're basically another 110 servings.
And then you get a cookbook.
And you get a cookbook. So 410 servings. So basically, it just becomes extremely affordable.
Oh my gosh.
You're already at 60 cents a meal with just the meal replacement. You add all the other things in, it's probably around 30 or 40 cents.
$280. The price would be $480. So if you want the 300, and here's how it works. You decide the flavors you want. You can either do all one flavor. If you have a favorite of whatever it is, if your favorite is vanilla, if your favorite is chocolate, if your favorite is coffee, whatever your favorite is, you can do all one flavor. Or if you do 300 meals, for example, you can do one of each flavor. All right, so you can do all one or one of each. If you're doing 200 meals, same story. Right. You can do all one flavor, or you can do two, whatever two you want.
Yep.
You can do chocolate coffee, chocolate vanilla, whatever you want. And then with the 100 meals, obviously you're just picking the flavor you want, chocolate, vanilla, or coffee. So that's how the bundles work. Clearly.
Right now, 90% of the orders are one of the large sizes. About 60% of the orders are the 300. So that's where the best savings is. And again, it's 100 meals just on that large size. I think that large size, it weighs more than 20 pounds, the large size, with free shipping and handling. The 200 size weighs almost 15 pounds. So you're getting 3 of those. Colleen has that large jug in her hands.
3 of these.
You get 3 of those. Each one of those weighs almost 5 pounds. So just each one of those in any of the sizes, 100, 200, 300, it's 5, 10, or 15 pounds.
Look at how much oatmeal
plus the oatmeal and Oat Bran. And my oatmeal and Oat Bran, it's organic, it's gluten-free. Most oatmeal and Oat Bran are not organic and also not gluten-free. So ours is organic and gluten-free. Also ours, there is no oatmeal or Oat Bran in the world that lowers cholesterol as well as mine. Most people, that's the reason why they're eating their oatmeal and Oat Bran, to lower their cholesterol for heart health. Nothing comes close to ours. Then you also get Choco Nuvo. We included the 66. We make a 74 and an ultra dark 91. The higher the number, the darker the chocolate. The 66 is our Choco Nuvo that kind of reminds everyone of milk chocolate, even though it's not milk chocolate. And that also lowers cholesterol. You have one piece with each meal, it could lower your cholesterol 10, 15, 20%, your total LDL cholesterol. So we're not just giving you the best scientific tool in terms of weight loss, a meal replacement that really follows the science religiously. We are also delivering to you other tools in terms of heart health and other tools. Oatmeal and Oat Bran, sugar-free, low in calories, filling, helps you with regularity. All of these things that are important when we start a weight loss program. So I'm trying to make it impossible to fail. That's really the goal here, is delivering the tools to accomplish something that we must accomplish. As individuals, it is the most important thing we could do for our health, is to manage our weight. As a country, the single greatest, we hear all these, the whole political campaigns talked about all these different things. We talk about the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, not even being political here. But the single greatest way that we could save money in healthcare in this country, the single greatest way, is if all we did is return to the same body composition that we had a couple of decades ago. Even 40 years ago would be even better. So if we lose weight, our medical costs go down dramatically as individuals and as a country, dramatically. So it's sad that in our country, perhaps just a little bit more than 20% of the population is at their ideal weight. And almost 80% of the population is either overweight or obese. It's a very frightening set of circumstances for everyone on an individual basis and also for our economy, because nothing will drive our personal costs of health and healthcare up more than being either overweight or obese. It literally, and this is hard to believe, I was just reading the study today, it literally rivals smoking. And we know how costly smoking is to our society, but being obese is just as bad in terms of our healthcare costs as smoking. So this is something it's difficult to accomplish because of how human beings are designed and how we are wired. But with the right tools, the science tells us how straightforward it can become. And I'll go over why this is the right tool. And I'll read some quotes from meal replacement science, because that's what this is. This is not my science. Meal replacement is a world of science that's the most reliable way to lose weight. All I've done is followed the research to make the best version of a meal replacement, to give you a tool to make yourself successful.
And we are already very busy. I would encourage you to do this for yourself or for someone you love, whether you want 100 meals, 200 or 300. If you can do the bundle, it is the way to go. The reason that those of us who do this, I love this. This has helped me keep my weight off. 5 years ago, lost 25 pounds. And I did it by changing the way I eat. And basically, I eat less calories. It's as simple as that. If you take in less calories, you're going to lose weight. So for example, if you do this for one meal a day, do everything else exactly the same way you're doing it. Do one meal a day of this, either breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you want. Change out a meal with a secure meal replacement. You will lose weight. You will lose weight. This is 70 calories. A meal, how much you eat in a meal? 500 to 800 calories. I don't know what you're eating for a meal.
The vanilla is 63. The coffee is 70, and the chocolate is 67. And understand the reason why they're different calories is because the flavor component is so substantial that it actually changed the calories. So that's how much of an investment we made in flavor. And that's why a product that's between 63 and 70 calories, it's the world's lowest calorie meal replacement. That's why this product can be so well reviewed. To imagine that there's a product, I mean, we all have different tastes. When I originally came out with a meal replacement, I hoped if we were around 2.5 to 3 stars, that would mean about half the reviews are positive. I would think, that's great for a meal replacement. This is not gourmet food. The fact that this product is over 4 stars, with I think almost 70% of the reviews 5 stars.
Yep.
Not 50% of them being sort of positive, but 70% of them being 5 stars. That's an enormous accomplishment. And especially when I read this chart here, and you see in a moment, I'll mix it for you and I'll show you how this is not just the lowest calorie, but it's the easiest in the world to mix. You can mix this in a glass with your finger.
Exactly.
With the back of your toothbrush.
Even if you don't have a blender nearby, you can just shake it, you can mix it. It's just it's so easy, but the best part about it, I'll tell you what, and the reason people love this and the reason it's so popular and it always sells out is because they are absolutely delicious. When you drink one of these shakes, you will understand why we all love this, because it's not like a diet thing. When you drink it, it is so yummy. The chocolate is like a chocolate shake. It's mouth-wateringly good. The vanilla, same thing. Yummy, delicious. If you're a coffee girl, if you love coffee, or the guys, the coffee is amazing. So that's one of the reasons that this is so successful, is because yes, it's healthy. Yes, it's low in calorie. Yes, it's low in carbs. Yes, it's high in protein. It's everything you want in a meal replacement, except the key to it is it is so good. They are so delicious. That's why it works. I'm convinced that's why it works. That's why we all stay with it. It's the easiest way for me. I was saying, it's the first time I've ever, so it's not a diet at all. This is not dieting. Diets for me have never worked. First time for 5 years I've kept my weight off after I lost my 25 pounds. And I'm confident it's because I figured out how to take in fewer calories. And I really did. I mean, it was easy, you know, like you have a light bulb moment. You were talking about it one day. If you just take in fewer, doesn't even, I mean, exercise is great. We need to exercise, but bottom line, if you don't do anything else and to start taking in fewer calories, figure out how to do that, you are going to lose weight. Right?
Well, taking in fewer calories, and of course being cognizant of the balance of those calories. What this is, if you could follow the balance here, we make sure that this is rich in protein, but not rich in carbohydrate and sugar.
Right.
Reducing our intake of carbohydrate and sugar, because those independently are very provocative compounds to our body. So we want to make sure that we take in the right composition of calories. We also ultimately need to take in fewer calories, because if we don't take in those calories, our body doesn't have what it needs to store more fat on itself, and then it has to dig into our savings account, and that's the fat reserves we have in our body. What I was just going to do is read some quick reviews of this, then I was going to read some science on meal replacement and actually mix a few of these up. What I was going to do, before I read the reviews on this quickly, I just was going to mention very, very quickly, about 15 years or so ago, we had often done a Today Special for something called energy and fat metabolism factors.
Yes.
That is our Today Special number 2. So that's our second Today Special. So just quickly, so you know it's available, we'll talk about it at the end of the hour. This is a product that's designed to deliver the nutrients and the botanicals and the plant-based compounds to support energy metabolism, to support fat-burning metabolism, to combat fatigue, because one of the most common things that occurs when we engage in a weight loss plan is we get tired, we get discouraged, we might start exercising, it challenges our energy levels. So this is a product that's designed, again, not a magic pill, but it's designed to support the challenges that we all face nutritionally in terms of energy level, in terms of fat-burning metabolism when we embark on a weight loss plan, because fat-burning metabolism is very, very specific metabolism. And it's not as though our body is sitting and waiting for us to decide to turn the switch on for that. It's something that requires our body adapt and shift over to that kind of metabolism. This product is intended to help us jumpstart and support that shift over.
Yep. So if you'd like to order that, there's the information. This is the first time in over a decade that we've offered this as a Today Special.
We should just show the chart on, because the savings on that, like the savings on the Secure.
Oh, I guess they don't have that one handy for me, but there it is. It's over on that side. There it is. You can see, so it's a 60, a 180, or a 400 cap supply. And there you can see the breakdown. $23.59, $124, and there's our Today Special price. You're saving $70 off the big one. That's, by the way, just for the record, Energy Fat Metabolism is Andrew's #1 top-selling weight loss product. So if you're thinking about getting it, dive in here. These work hand in hand.
Secure. And it's really about weight management. It's really about having the tools. And energy and fat metabolism factors, what it's really designed to do is support you when you're making the proper decisions. It's not a, quote, weight loss product. You're the weight loss tool, or you're the weight loss, you're managing the weight loss process. These are just tools. And so let's go back to Secure. I just wanted to go over the basic features of the product. Great. It's chocolate, vanilla, it's coffee. On the 300, you could order all of chocolate, all of coffee, all of vanilla, or you could order one of each. The flavor is unlike any other meal replacement product on the market. You could read the reviews. This product would not be over 4 stars for a 60-plus calorie meal replacement. I haven't found another meal replacement that's as low a calories, that has as many reviews, as many positive reviews as this product possesses. So if we look here, only 63 to 70 calories, mixes quickly and easily, which I will show you. It's rich, it's delicious and filling, which you'll note when you get home. 7 grams of non-GMO soy protein. We use soy protein in the standard Secure because soy has the best research, science, clinical studies on weight loss. We have a whey protein version that has about a 50% savings on you if you want it today. We have a marine collagen protein version that has about 50% savings. But in terms of weight loss, the science, and I'll read you the quotes, the science uniquely supports soy protein as the best protein source for weight loss. Unlike other meal replacements, it's low in sodium, it's low in fat, 0 grams of trans fat, 0 grams of saturated fat, 0 grams of cholesterol. Why should you have to worry about those things in your meal replacement? Again, less than 8 grams of carbohydrate, less than 30 carbohydrate calories, 22 essential vitamins and minerals, 100% of the RDA of vitamin C and D, 200% of the RDA of B12, 50% of the RDA of vitamin E, 50% of the RDA of all B vitamins and biotin, 25% of the RDA of magnesium, 20% of calcium. That's like a separate capsule of my calcium and magnesium. Mind you, we also use our unique form of B12 that no one else has, our specially protected form of methylcobalamin. So that's like a mini multivitamin that uses the most sophisticated nutrients, the same that we use in our most sophisticated multivitamin. So from a numbers standpoint, there's nothing that comes close to this product from a review standpoint, from a calorie standpoint. But what I'll do now is mix it and show you how, just from a use standpoint, nothing comes close.
Excellent. And by the way, I hope if you're just stopping in, you will give this a try. If every year you say, this is the year I'm going to take some pounds off, this is the year I want to lose weight, you have to figure out what to do, because if you don't change something, nothing's going to happen. This, honestly, I have to tell you, because I have tried every single possible diet, maybe not every one, but I've tried dozens of different diets over my life. I have never been able to maintain the weight loss. That's the frustration with diets. They work when you're on them, but you have to get off them. They're not lifestyle forever. So as soon as you get off the diet and you start eating normally, those pounds come back. And it's very frustrating. This is so simple. This is not diet, this is lifestyle. That's why we wait for this today, especially. You get this is 300 meals.
Well, we want to make sure that we find a healthy way of eating that works for us.
Right.
And then what we do is we use a meal replacement to integrate into whatever eating plan that we have. And a meal replacement, I always say, it keeps us out of harm's way.
Right.
Every time we sit down to eat. And what's unique about this product, because it's so low in calories, a snack is a bag of chips or things like that. It's usually a few hundred calories. This is so low in calories that this is going to be more filling, it's going to be, obviously, it's more nutritious than most meals. So it's so flexible. It's lower in calories than a dessert. It's lower in calories than a snack. It's lower in calories than a meal. So it has just an infinite number of possibilities of how you could utilize this to keep you out of harm's way. What I'll do is, and just opening them, the flavor is so strong when you get this home. And that's why they have different caloric levels, because the flavor component is such a significant component of all of them that it makes for a variation in the number of calories. The vanilla is 63 calories, the coffee is 70 calories, I believe the chocolate is 67 or 68 calories. So what I'm doing here, this is the chocolate, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put, most people think that, well, we'll do 3. Most people think that it's bad enough to have to mix without a blender a protein powder with 1 scoop in a little bit of water. What I'll show you here, and I'll do this with the vanilla after as well, and coffee too, that's 3 scoops. That's 3 meals, and it's probably, usually we say 8 to 12 ounces. There's probably not even 8 ounces in there.
Exactly.
And what you'll see is just how remarkable this is.
It is amazing how easily it mixes. It really does. And you know, he's mixing it with water. You can get creative with these. You can mix it with almond milk if you want to.
Oh, and at home, we put it in a blender.
Sure.
But, I mean, look at that. That's completely mixed, just a few seconds with a spoon. But remember, that wasn't 1 scoop in 12 ounces of water. That was 3 scoops in about 8 ounces of water.
Exactly. If you wanted to put, I mean, you come up with your own yummy recipes for these drinks. If you want to put a little scoop, sometimes I'll throw a little scoop of peanut butter in with that chocolate.
But I want everybody to see how well it mixed. And you can see it's creamy, but it's unbelievable. This is the chocolate. They are so rich in flavor, and you just, whether it's 1 meal or 2 meals a day, it's an opportunity to make a change. And now I'm going to grab some of the research charts that talks about how meal replacements work and work better than diet plans. So this really is an opportunity, because the key to a meal replacement working, think about what it does. It replaces a meal. So if your meal was going to be 500 calories, what good is a 300 or 400 calorie meal replacement? It might be nutritious or something, but it's not really a significant savings in calories. At 63 to 70 calories, even if you add yogurt or juice, this is still going to be barely 100 calories or so. And if you just do as I did, mix it with water, It's literally several hundred calories you're saving. And that caloric difference, that's the opportunity to lose weight.
And then don't forget, along with that, you are getting oatmeal. If you're getting the largest one, for example, you are getting 30 servings of the Ultimate Oat Bran. You are also getting 30 servings of the Ultimate Oatmeal. You are also getting 20 servings of Choco Nuvo. You're also getting 30 servings of the delicious Andrew Lessman Amazing Tea. And then you are getting, I can't wait, I don't have this cookbook. I can't wait to try some of the recipes in this cookbook, because this is Muriel's recipes, where Muriel and Andrew have put together all these yummy different ingredients, the oat bran, the oatmeal, everything. There's smoothie recipes in here, but then everything from, oh my gosh, pear and pecan oatmeal, fig and pistachio oatmeal, zesty blueberry pomegranate oatmeal. Yum. I mean, these look so great. Plus there's oatmeal pancakes in here and all kinds of things. So anyway, muffins. So the cookbook is also coming along with this if you're ordering one of the larger bundles. So depending on the bundle that you're getting, 100 meals, 200 meals, 300 meals, that will determine how many of all the extra wonderful goodies included. For example, if you do the 100 meals, you are going to be getting 6 teas, 5 Choco Nuvo, and then 7 oatmeals, 7 oat brands, and the cookbook. If you do 200 meals, you're getting 12 teas, 10 Choco Nuvo, 14 oatmeal, 14 servings of oat bran, and the cookbook as well.
And on the 300, you're getting 20 of Choco Nuvo, I believe, 30 oatmeal, 30 oat bran. And it's unlike any oatmeal or oat bran in the world, and in that it will lower your cholesterol even more effectively than any other oatmeal or oat bran in the world. It's organic, it's gluten-free. You're also getting 30 of the tea.
Yep.
But what I want to do here is read some charts that talk about meal replacement. And I think that's something that I don't think there's an adequate appreciation for what a powerful tool meal replacements are. So from the Nutrition Journal, meal replacement shakes have been studied extensively for both medical and public health efforts to combat obesity. Meal replacement shakes represent an important strategy in combating the worldwide epidemic of obesity due to their simplicity and convenience. Meal replacement simplifies the weight loss regimens by replacing 1 or 2 meals a day with a product of defined nutrient and caloric content. You will not find one better tasting, lower calorie, and more nutritious than what we're talking about here. From the Annals of Nutrition and Metabolism, recent studies have shown that meal replacement regimens are safe and are associated with greater weight loss than individualized diet plans.
I believe that. It
has been suggested that diets containing soy protein may further accelerate weight loss.
Right.
That is why this product is configured in the fashion it is. From the Nutrition Journal, results of our previous research, as well as that of others, demonstrates the safety and efficacy, the effectiveness of meal replacements for weight loss and weight maintenance among overweight and obese individuals. Evidence has shown that dietary interventions utilizing meal replacements result in greater weight loss and better compliance, are more likely to ensure adequate intake of essential nutrients, and demonstrate higher satisfaction and lower dropout rates compared to other diets. I mean, this is not from me. These are quotes from reputable scientific and medical journals. Thus, several lines of evidence suggest that hypocaloric, reduced calorie meal replacement diet plans may be an effective strategy for fostering weight loss, ensuring compliance, and improving health outcomes in today's obesogenic environment, meaning the environment we live in, which tends to make us overweight. Increasingly, meal replacement diet plans have been demonstrated to provide safe, effective, sustainable weight loss, and have also been shown to yield significant improvements in health outcomes. Nutrient-rich, portion-controlled meal replacements are a strategic tool that may assist dieters as they navigate the obesogenic environment by providing a convenient alternative to oversized, high-fat, empty calorie choices. And I think it's more than high-fat, high-carb and high sugar. From the International Journal of Obesity and Related Metabolic Disorders, the first systematic evaluation of randomized controlled trials utilizing a partial meal replacement, like we're talking about here, plans for weight management suggests that these types of interventions can safely and effectively produce significant, sustainable weight loss and improve weight-related risk factors of disease. From obesity research, providing structured meal plan with liquid meal replacements it's powder, but it's a liquid when you drink it, is an effective treatment for obese subjects. Long-term maintenance of weight loss with meal replacements improves biomarkers of disease risk. American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. These findings support the hypothesis that defined meal replacements can be used for successful long-term weight control and improvement in certain biomarkers of disease risk. European Journal of Clinical Nutrition. This study demonstrates that meal replacements are a viable strategy for weight reduction in diabetic patients, resulting in beneficial changes in measures of glycemic control. We'll do one more, and I've got dozens and dozens of these. In most studies, meal replacements resulted in a greater weight loss than conventional diets, even when professional nutritional support was incorporated into the program. The effectiveness of the meal replacement program by a measure of nutritional adequacy thus is as sound, if not somewhat nutritionally protective, compared with the conventional weight loss program.
So there you go. I mean, and that's just, again, those are, you know, experts that are talking about ways people need and want to lose weight. We all do. We all want to be healthy. We're all trying to figure out how to take pounds off and keep pounds off. This is one of the most delicious, easiest, most affordable. For what you're getting, for that $200, if you go 300 meals, that's, you know, almost one a day for a year. $200, and then on top of that, you're getting 30 oatmeal, 30 oat bran, you're getting 30 teas, 20 chocolates, plus you get a cookbook. So that's why most people are going that route. Most of you are getting the 300 meals. And remember, you can do a chocolate, a vanilla, and a coffee. So you can do one of each flavor, or you can do all chocolate or all vanilla or whatever you love, all coffee, however you want to do it. Maybe you're going to share it with another family member. Maybe you're going to go in together, get the big one, each chip in $100 and share it, split it up. Whatever you want to do, this is the day to do it. I'm going to show you the savings over here one more time because the savings is huge. Everything's free shipping and handling, by the way. Flex pay available on those big bundles, of course. So if you want to do Try Me, you can order 20 meals or 50 meals. Most people are doing the kits, the 100 meals, 200 meals, or 300. And to Andrew's point, it's a lot more meals than that because the 300, you're actually getting an additional 60 meals because you're getting 30 oat bran, you're getting 30 oatmeal, plus you're getting 30 teas, plus you're getting 20 chocolates, and you're getting a cookbook. So for $280 savings, savings down to $199.90, it is the biggest value we've ever had on Secure.
Right. It's the best value we've ever had. And the oatmeal and the oat bran are just incredible tools in terms of lowering cholesterol. Oatmeal and oat bran are a great way to start the day in terms of just in general, a great way to start the day if you're dieting, if you're trying to create a meal plan that's going to be healthy. They don't contain sugar. You could usually add things like, if you want it to be a little sweeter, you add blueberries or things like that. Add some dried fruit, add some crushed nuts or things like that. That's a way to deliver something that's filling, that's low in sugar, that's high in fiber, that also delivers protein. So there's all sorts of things you can do, and what we try to do with these is to configure it in a way that just makes you healthier and makes it easier for you to be successful in terms of a weight loss plan. What I was going to show is another chart here that talked about why we chose soy protein. We also have these available, not the Today Special itself, but we have the meal replacements Secure with marine collagen peptides. We also have Secure with whey protein. Okay. In terms of weight loss, I think soy protein is the best. That's what you're looking at here.
But you have the other options.
But a lot of folks talk about, I like soybeans, I eat soy, and a lot of folks don't have a good impression of soy. What I always wonder, I look at the healthiest diet. Which one are you going to make?
Don't mind me. I'm going to have a vanilla.
Yeah, it's amazing. The chocolate was delicious. But if we look at the intake of soy protein, approximately 30 grams in Japan, 20 grams in Korea, 7 grams in Hong Kong, 8 grams in China, and less than 1 gram in the United States. And if we look at those countries, they have health and reduced disease risk that we could only dream about having here in America. So as far as I'm concerned, soy is a healthy component of a healthy diet. From the Journal of Nutrition, clinical studies also show that the ingestion of soy proteins reduces the risk factors for cardiovascular disease. This led to the approval of the food labeling health claim for soy proteins in the United States in the prevention of coronary heart disease by the US FDA in 1999. Yet another benefit, side benefit of the ingredients in this product. From the European Journal of Nutrition, due to its high protein content and low cholesterol content, vegetables don't contain cholesterol, soy is often used as a meal replacement or dietary component in weight loss regimens. This study of lifetime soy intake and basically body composition provides some support for the hypothesis that women who consume soy as part of their regular diet have lower body weight.
Wow.
From the International Journal of Medical Sciences, consumption of soy protein can favorably affect satiety, being full, and reduce excess body fat in obese animals and humans. Among the dietary proteins, soy protein is considered a complete protein in that it contains ample amounts of all the essential amino acids, plus several other macronutrients with a nutritional value roughly equivalent to that of animal protein of high biological value. You don't have to have an animal protein to get a complete protein. From Molecular and Cellular Endocrinology, the low frequency of obesity and related metabolic disorders in Asian populations has drawn attention toward soy, which is a characteristic component in the Asiatic diets. Overall, from Molecular and Cellular Endocrinology, overall there is a suggestive body of evidence that soy and dietary isoflavones favorably alter glycemic control, improve weight and fat loss, lower triglycerides, lower low-density lipoproteins, LDL, cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, and total cholesterol.
There we go. Okay, if you would, by the way, I just made a vanilla. The vanilla, it tastes like a vanilla malt almost. I mean, it literally tastes...
Well, that's what we patterned it after. When I originally designed these, which is now the latest version, and we continue to improve the flavor as we can, but when we went back, I looked at those fast food shakes that are literally 300, 400, 500 calories each, and we looked at their flavor profile until our flavor profile was indistinguishable. And mind you, in this country, there are these flavor houses that provide all the flavors that the different fast food chains are going to rely on to make their shakes. Those flavors are readily available to me as well. The really yummy ones, are expensive. And they're typically not used in a meal replacement for that reason. We spared no expense to go about making the best tasting meal replacement because I know we had already invested in the nutrients and all of the technical scientific components of this product. But as good as the science was, what good would it be if you're not going to fall in love with the taste of the product? The only way you'll consistently use the product, the only way you'll consistently lose weight with the product is if you want to use the product, and that's all about taste. Weight loss is a difficult process. Weight gain is an easy process because the way we were designed as human beings, it was to eat as much as we can, more than we need, because we didn't know when we were going to be without food. Our genetics were designed to thrive, to survive in a world with scarcity. We now live in a world of abundance, and it's that abundance that's killing us. It's that abundance that is the single greatest threat to our health and the health of our country. That whether we realize it or not, the single greatest threat to American health, the single greatest burden economically to our country is our overweight and our obesity. And unless we get that under control, it's going to be an enormous problem in the future. Already is.
If you can't decide the flavor to get, depending on what you're doing, I just want to say the vanilla is so delicious. And what I love about the vanilla is I love to put fruit in it. So you throw a couple strawberries in there, when it put in the blender, a little bit of ice, you get this yummy, like a strawberry vanilla malt. Good with a little orange extract. It tastes like a dreamsicle. So the vanilla you can really play with if you want to. Otherwise, honestly, it is so good by itself. It is so absolutely delicious. This is mixed with water, and it's room temperature water. And I barely even had to mix it. It just dissolves. It's so just simple. The guesswork is taken out for us. That's why it works. And you know what else? They're satisfying. You drink one of these, you're full. It's not like you drink it and then you're still craving or hungry. It satisfies your cravings because you're getting something so yummy and you feel full. So it hits all those buttons. It's this creaminess. It has like an ice cream-like consistency to it in your mouth. So it's really yummy to eat. It's yummy to drink. And that's why they work. Because it's a treat. Right now, late at night, Worst thing we can all do right now, late at night like this, is eat something full of calories. Go have a big bowl of ice cream. Worst thing you can do right now, because then you're going to go to bed and all those calories are going to be sitting there, and it's not good for us to eat something heavy and really sugary this late at night. This is what you have for a treat. You make yourself a malt. By the way, the chocolate is delicious hot. So sometimes I do, like in the wintertime, I make it hot. It's so yummy. So you can have the most incredible hot chocolate, guilt-free, 70 calories, full of nutrients, so satisfying. If you're a coffee lover, I'm telling you, the coffee is so incredibly, incredibly delicious. Even if you do coffee and chocolate together, mix them together. Also, the vanilla and chocolate together. It's yummy mixed together. So you can get this home, play with it, do 100, 200, or 300 meals if you can. If you do 100, you pick one flavor. 200, you can pick 2 flavors. 300, you can pick 3 flavors, or you can do all one flavor, whatever you want.
Shall I mix it again just so everyone?
Why not?
Just because I think most people don't expect something with as much vitamin mineral content, with as much protein content as we deliver here, that it's going to be easy to mix. But here, what I'll do is watch 1 scoop. That's a meal. 2 scoops, another meal. 3 scoops. And mind you, this is not a big glass. Plus, I can't put much water in there because we've already got the glass almost full.
Do we know what this breaks down to a meal? Have we done the math on this?
In terms of price?
Yeah.
Well, without considering the oatmeal, the oat bran, the book, the chocolate, without considering any of the other components, it's a little over 60 cents a meal.
60 cents a meal.
And so it's 60 cents a meal.
You can't even buy a bottle of water for 60 cents.
Well,
a bottle of water is $1.
The water we're using costs more than the meal replacement.
Right.
But what's fascinating, we'll find there are literally, of the reviews here, we have dozens of reviews here that talk about this as being a way to save money. And what we heard that a lot, say 5 or 6 years ago, you know, they're off. People can always be struggling, but about 5 or 6 years ago, the number of people struggling was dramatically higher than it is today. And that was something that we heard over and over and over again, that it was delicious, yes, it helped with weight loss, yes, but it helped with people's budget, because it was the least expensive way to deliver the nutrients that they needed to get. But what I wanted to do is, so this is 3 meals, which I think a lot of people fear meal replacements because they're generally, especially high in protein. There's more than 20 grams of protein in that glass. And there's several 100% of the RDA of the vitamins, because remember, there's 3 meals in there. And I could let it sit there. Most meal replacements high in protein, you let it sit there, it will turn into concrete in no time at all. I could let that sit there for a half hour, and maybe I'll do that tomorrow, and then I could decide to stir it, and it's not a problem. And if I do that right now,
yeah, I barely stirred mine.
What you'll see is
it just dissolves. It's so fine. Look at that.
But it's all.
And that's 3 scoops.
That's 3 scoops, and it's in just a matter of seconds. And I mean, it's really rich and delicious, but you could see it's creamy. But what that shows you is, of course, at home when we do this, we typically don't do it like this. We stick it in a blender. What we use water in the blender, but I throw frozen blueberries in, some frozen chunks of pineapple, sometimes blackberries, sometimes cherries. I just throw some fruit in there. We'll usually throw in a scoop of, I'll even open sometimes some capsules of Fibromucil in there, which I've heard your suggestions. We're going to do a loose powder version of Fibromucil, so you could put a scoop into your blender. We're also going to do a loose powder version of glucosamine chondroitin, so you could do the same thing.
Yeah, why not?
But what we do is we'll put flaxseed in there and things like that. And so,
you know what? It's one of those things that it delivers.
But look how
it's satisfying.
You can see how creamy it is.
Because you know when you're on a diet and you're taking less calories and you feel deprived, right? And then you still crave something yummy afterwards. This satisfies. You drink one, it's like, wow, that was delicious. It was yummy. It makes you feel full after you drink it. So that's why they work. They work because they really do replace a meal for you or a snack, right? That snack that's many hundreds of calories that we crave, right? This time, that mid-afternoon, when you either go have a candy bar, instead of doing a candy bar, make one of these. Keep one at work. Bring some to work with you. That way, when you have that craving, you have the tool. You have the tool you need to stay on track.
And we have hundreds and hundreds of reviews that speak directly to, and I tend to shy away from the reviews. I could do that tomorrow maybe, that talk about how many pounds have been lost. We have so many reviews that talk about folks who've lost well over 100 pounds. But any meal replacement used appropriately can deliver that kind of weight loss. The question is, will you want to use it appropriately? This is designed to be the best meal replacement in terms of lowest calories, the greatest investment in flavor, the greatest investment in the best form of nutrients. It is designed to be the most effective. So the best science on weight loss is meal replacement science. I just went about over the last 25, almost 30 years, working on creating the best example of emulating that great science on meal replacement and weight loss. What I was going to do is I haven't read any reviews. I'll just read some of the reviews. And mind you, this is a product that has, I think, about 5,000 reviews, almost 4,000 of which are 5-star reviews.
Amazing.
So if we start here, Sweet Chocolate Heaven. I tried the chocolate today, threw in a banana, 8 ounces of skim milk, and some ice with the chocolate Secure, and let it mix up in my blender. Even adding those other things in it's probably barely 130, 140 calories.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. Almost tastes like a frosty delish from Jen in Florida. Wonderful, wonderful. This is one of the best products I've ever bought from Andrew. I bought the chocolate, and it is absolutely delicious with milk. Tastes just like a milkshake without the calories, and it provides you with extra protein that we all need. Thank you, Andrew, from Sylvia in Texas. I mean, for most meal replacements, you gag them down. People wouldn't be giving these kinds of inspired reviews. Yummy. I just got this yesterday, and I was surprised how good it was. I mixed chocolate with 3/4 cup water and 1/4 cup milk and a few ice cubes in the blender. It was delicious. This morning I had half banana, some blueberries, strawberries, I do that, a few ice cubes, 1/4 cup orange juice, and a scoop of vanilla Secure.
Wow.
Delicious. I'm very happy with this purchase. Susan in Illinois. I just mix it with water here to show you how easy it mixes.
Right, of course.
Most folks do a more practical type of mix. Came back for more. I love this stuff. Some people say it's too sweet, but not too sweet for me. Too sweet and too much flavor, you could use less. If there's not enough flavor, not enough sweetness, you can't fix that.
If you just put more liquid, it just balances it out.
You could always dilute it, or you could always use less.
Sure.
Please don't change it. I found the best way to make it for me is 1 cup of 1% milk, 1 scoop of Secure, and a little crushed ice in the blender. Tastes like a really good milkshake or malt. Thank you very much, Andrew, from Melanie.
It really does.
Delish. I was looking for a shake to mix with water since I am lactose intolerant. By the way, this is also lactose free.
Yes.
So you don't have to worry. It's lactose free. It's gluten free. It's the soy in it is non-GMO, of course. And saw Secure as a TS. I ordered the coffee flavor with plans to return it if it was chalky or chemical tasting. To my surprise, it does taste great. Even more surprising is that I do not go hungry between shakes. This is definitely a product I will reorder.
Yes. No way is it chalky or chemical tasting. No.
It's creamy, delicious, rich flavor. Vanilla rocks. I could literally smell the vanilla. It smelled so delicious, I had to try it on the spot. I could open a jar blind and you could hold it under my nose. I could tell you what it is. Not only does it mix quickly and completely, just as Andrew demonstrates, it tastes even better than it smells. The fact that it is low in calories, contains vitamins, minerals, protein, and tastes wonderful makes this perfect. Good job, Andrew. Thanks. Vanilla is my favorite. It's delicious. Isn't it interesting how people have different tastes? I've tried dozens of meal replacements in the past. The Secure are all outstanding in the taste department. My favorites are vanilla and coffee. It's made with real coffee. I have a really big sweet tooth, and this product satisfies my craving for sugar. From BJ in Arkansas. Tastes great. This is the only protein supplement I have found that dissolves completely when mixed with water. It is not gritty, and there is no lump of undissolved mix at the bottom of your glass. The flavor I like the best, vanilla, tastes like melted ice cream.
It does.
Exactly. It is very filling, and it is easy on the digestive system with no unwanted gastric side effects. I am definitely ordering this again. Love it, and did I mention? I love it. I ordered the meal replacement recently, but did not try it until now. I found the taste to be excellent, and I mixed it with water, as Andrew did on his recent show. Thanks, Andrew. You have done it again. And the reason why it works it's not so much the science and all the numbers, it's because it tastes great and people want to use it.
Flavor.
Love the coffee. The coffee flavor is awesome. We all love it. I mix it in a blender with ice, soy milk, and a scoop of protein powder. Throw in a few crushed chocolate-covered coffee beans. Yum. Oh, yum, I said that too. Even better, not low-cal though, with frozen vanilla or cappuccino yogurt. A filling afternoon snack. Best product around. Nothing compares. I've gagged down some pretty awful stuff starting in the late 60s. Thought I died and went to heaven when Andrew came online with Secure. Coffee is my favorite. Start every morning with 8 ounces milk, 1 egg, 2 scoops of Secure, a quick whiz in the blender. If something has to go in life, it will be my cell phone, cable, or any other thing I consider a necessity before I give up Secure. Thanks, Andrew, from Linda in California. About a meal replacement. People love it.
They do love it.
I've tried other meal replacements and have not found any that have the quality of taste and ingredients that Secure has. It mixes easily with almond milk or coconut milk or water. There isn't that gritty aftertaste you get with some other products, and I highly recommend it for either weight loss or a fast and easy meal replacement when you're on the go. Have my cake and eat it too. Wow, this meal replacement is excellent. I've tried others in the past and never find the desire to finish the product, let alone reorder. Thank you, Andrew. This supplement gives us the things we need when we know we are not eating healthy. I find myself craving these drinks. I think a larger size would be wonderful. Laura, well, today's special, we have a larger size. Rich and creamy. I'm giving this 5 stars because this is the only meal replacement product I have ever tried that actually tastes good and is rich and creamy. It is a meal replacement that I will actually drink and continue to reorder. I'm very impressed. It is as advertised. I ordered the coffee flavor. My husband wants to try other flavors too. Move over all other diet plans. These meal replacements are the best in nutrients combined with soy. I've tried all the others known to us by all the celebrities, but they just have not heard of this system. 5 stars are not enough. Try all the flavors because they are all delicious. Will do. Couple more. The best meal replacement drink. This is by far the best meal replacement drink I've ever tried. I bought the vanilla and coffee and love both. I would drink them even if they weren't so low in calories. Absolutely great, from Karen in New York. I've tried a lot of protein shakes and usually I can't even get past the smell, but this is great. It's not a heavy drink. I was in a rush one day and just added it to a bottle of water and it was great. I love them and can't thank you enough. From Aaron in New Jersey, last one. I'm 53 years old and have searched throughout my adult life, high and low, for a complete meal replacement. But it wasn't until Andrew Lessman led me to his product that I found a cure for my hunger. He let me see the cure in Secure. That's great. And I will be forever grateful. Thank you, Robert. And I mean, it's something we struggle with. The meal replacement science is clear. I read the quotes from the clinical studies. But unless a meal replacement also respects that we're human beings and we're not machines, and we need to have something delicious, you will not adopt it, make it part of your lifestyle, and it can't help you lose weight. That's why mine delivers and helps people lose weight.
And that was just a snippet of the several thousand perfect 5-star reviews on this product. I hope you will try it. It is the one time a year we do this. It's the biggest value of the year. So whether you want to do the Try Me, you can do 20 meals or 50 meals. Most people are doing the bundles. You can see by our little clicker, over 22,000 meals will be out the door here. So you decide which size you'd like. We'd love to get you going on this today. Again, whether you want 100, 200, 300, the 100, to remind you one more time, you are going to be getting at a very special price of $89.90, $63 savings. The 200 meals, look at this, $297 normally, $149.90 is the today's special price. You're saving almost what you're spending. And if you do decide to go with the 300, which most people are at this point, $480 is where the price should be. $199.90, an unbelievable value, $280 savings. We have only the final few minutes left to chat about this. There's a clock up on your screen. We have another Today Special we do want to have the chance to talk about with you, but I'm just going to give you one more example here. If we break this down, the big bundle, the Secure by itself, just the Secure in this big bundle, is $344. The Choco Nuvo would be another $35 value. The Ultimate Oat Bran is another $34 price. They're almost $35. The Ultimate Oatmeal is almost $30. The Green Tea Sampler is $25, and you get the $10 cookbook. So when you look at this big bundle and the way this breaks down, you cannot buy the Secure for $344. So you're getting a good extra, what? That's $144 off just the Secure price. And then this is free, 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 free. I mean, you're not paying for any of those because clearly at $199.90, that's not even covering the cost of what the Secure would be. That's why so many people are jumping in to say yes to this offer today, because it really is as great as we have ever seen. And the key is that it really does work. You know, when you have these on hand and you get home from work and you're starving, or it's late at night, you're craving something yummy. You get up in the morning. If you do this instead of breakfast, that's your breakfast. Do that.
Or lunch or snack.
Exactly.
Or in lieu of dessert, whatever your weak spot, trouble spot it might be. This is flexible. I always say it's the non-denominational meal replacement because it goes with whatever your food preferences, whatever your meal, whatever the way you're going to eat. This can be integrated into that program. And again, as individuals, as a country, and I said this before, we know how burdensome and how costly cigarette smoking is in terms of health costs. Obesity and overweight cost the same. In fact, now to our country and our society, the single greatest cost burden to our society is the cost related to obesity, overweight, and not just in terms of medical costs, but in terms of how it affects people's work, how it affects the quality and the length of our lives. The only people who are smoking and can quit smoking can derive a greater benefit than someone going from being overweight or obese and getting to their ideal weight. It's not a matter of vanity. It's a matter really of life and death. It's a matter of health. So to the extent meal replacement science provides us with an opportunity to make a difference, I simply try to make a product that takes advantage of that science, so you have an opportunity to take advantage of that science and to make a difference, make a change. It's something that we are the beneficiary of whatever changes we can make in our body composition, because carrying around that excess body fat affects us physiologically, affects the most important systems in our body, whether it's our blood sugar balance, whether it's going to be our blood pressure, whether it's our cardiovascular health, whether it's our cerebrovascular health to our brain, whether it's going to be the burden to our joints, needing a joint replacement prematurely. These result from our being overweight and obese. So again, it's not to criticize anyone. Human beings were designed to be overweight and obese in our modern world. It's only unique individuals, rarely, roughly 20% or so, that manage to be at the proper weight. This is a tool, and if you take advantage of it, I think you'll find it enjoyable to use and an easy opportunity to make a difference.
All right, we also do have another today's special we would love to tell you about. It's the energy and fat metabolism factors. I'll leave that bottle here. We'll step over and show you, because it's been over a decade since we've offered this product as a today's special.
Yes.
So it's been featured here and there, but not like you're about to see. And we have it in 3 choices, a 60, a 180, or a 400. And it's an incredible value. This is actually the best value we've ever had on this product, which is very exciting.
This product has existed for almost 20 years. The price has never been close to this low.
Look at that.
So
I mean, you're saving more than you're spending if you go big. I mean, no matter which one you're getting here, this is a great product. Another one that is a big customer pick on hsn.com.
And this is a customer pick, not just for someone who's looking for a product to support their weight loss goals, which it does, but also for anyone who's looking for a product to support energy level, to combat fatigue. It's a product, I'll show you the components in the product. If we look behind me here, first of all, it delivers carnitine, because carnitine is a molecule that's involved in all the fat transport in all our cells. It moves fat molecules to the site within the mitochondria, the powerhouse of our bodies, that burns that fat. So carnitine is an absolutely essential component for all fat-burning metabolism will engage in. Lysine, vitamin C, and B vitamins are necessary for the creation of more carnitine internally within our body. Also, we can't make energy at all. We can't metabolize fat at all without the B vitamins. And our B vitamins are delivered at high levels, higher levels than you'll see in a typical multivitamin.
Okay.
And then the botanicals. The botanicals, the green tea and guarana, deliver caffeine-related alkaloids that support energy level. Many people can't tolerate caffeine well from coffee. I'm one of them. I'll only do coffee a little bit before I exercise, but it's not the kind of thing, if I did coffee before a show, I would have trouble stringing my thoughts together. My mouth kind of goes off on its own. So not a good idea to do that. But green tea and guarana historically have been used, and there's an abundant research on green tea. That's why you get that in our Secure Today special. You get that in the 100, 200, and 300, the green tea sampler. Abundant research on green tea supporting our weight loss goals.
Great.
But then we're talking about a series of adaptogens. We have a separate Eleuthero product, a separate Asian ginseng product, ashwagandha product, rhodiola. So all blended together here to give you these components that help to combat fatigue, help us adapt to stress, because our lives are stressful, but diets are stressful. Change is stressful. So it's a product that, whether you're looking for a mild energy product or whether you're looking for something that you're going to put the effort in to make the changes to deliver your weight loss goals, this is an opportunity to support you physiologically, biochemically, because there are very specific nutrients like carnitine that are required for fat-burning metabolism, for energy metabolism. And that's what the name says, energy and fat metabolism factors. So we're giving you all the tools you need for energy metabolism, all the tools you need for fat metabolism, also giving you the ingredients, the botanicals that help combat fatigue and help us adapt to stress.
Isn't that great? It is. It's such a smart tool, because as you place those goals in place, a lot of times, you know, if you're dieting or trying to lose weight and you sometimes don't have the energy to go to the gym or go take a walk or go do what you want to do, this gives you that feeling. It gives you that feeling of get up and go, of energy, and it helps your body metabolize fat, which is brilliant. Let me show you what we're talking about one more time here. Biggest value we've ever seen on this. The 400 is clearly going to be the biggest savings. That price will be going to $124.90. $54.90, $70 off for you today. The 180 is only $34.90. This is so affordable for what you're getting. The 60 capsules, $15. So even to try it, get it home and try it and see how you love it. But again, if it's something you plan on using every single day, this is one of Andrew's most successful weight loss products of all time. He's been offering this for 20 years, and in 20 years, this is the best value we've ever had. And as I said, we don't normally do this as a Today Special, so it's a very just exceptional offer today for anybody who wants to restock it, or if you have not ever tried it before, this is the perfect time to do it. This is a tool. This is a great tool that you give yourself to set yourself up for success, because really it's all about getting the fat off, right?
Yep.
And this is going to help you to metabolize that fat, right?
And it's the savings. I think the best price we ever had previously, when actually the product was more expensive, but I think the Today Special, when we did the Today Special about 10 years ago for a 360 capsule supply, was I believe $89 for a 360 capsule supply. So today a 400 capsule supply is a little over $50 and no shipping and handling. Back in those days, there was always shipping and handling. So it's a great opportunity to save. And whether you're looking for a product that supports energy, a product that helps you adapt to stress, a product that helps to combat fatigue, or a product that simply gives you the tools to support fat-burning metabolism, a perfect partner to the Secure meal replacement, or to any meal replacement, or to any weight loss plan. It gives levels of nutrients that you will not get from a multivitamin. Even all the weight loss organizations recognize that folks need to be taking a multivitamin while they're on a weight loss plan, which of course our Secure is like a mini multivitamin on its own, because when we eat less, we tend to get shortchanged on nutrition. And also, when we're engaging the changes that we're going to give rise to weight loss, those nutrients become even more critical. And that's why the levels that are present in energy and fat metabolism factors support your energy metabolism, support the fat-burning metabolism that we're trying to jumpstart, and also help us combat fatigue.
Isn't it true when people are on dieting too, sometimes you end up plateauing. They say that your metabolism slows down because your body intuitively wants to hang on to what you're giving it. So this kind of tricks it,
we're
right?
a very well-designed machine that our body, when we go into sort of a conservation mode, because we are short-changing our body in calories, we have to kind of convince it, we have to kind of give it a nudge. And also, fat-burning metabolism is very unique. Athletes know this. Say if you're an endurance athlete, a lot of endurance athletes want to encourage their body to burn fat because fat has almost triple the calories of carbohydrate or sugar or protein. So fat is sort of that high octane fuel. You can look at carbohydrate and sugar as sort of kindling, whereas fat is that log. But that log isn't easy to get burning. So it's very specialized biochemistry within our cells that has us enjoying the benefits of fat-burning metabolism. It isn't as though that metabolism, those capabilities, is sitting around waiting for us to decide that we're going to make the changes to burn body fat. So that's why the ingredients in this product become more important to those of us who are shifting our metabolism or trying to shift our metabolism, make those intelligent changes, reduce our caloric intake, shift the balance of our calories, use a meal replacement to try to get our body to start burning its body fat.
Makes sense. It really does.
Yes.
I've never thought of it that way. All right, we're going to have to wrap this up for now. In case you're just tuning in, we are going to be sharing an encore presentation of our best value of the day. So be sure to stay tuned. Andrew's back at noon Eastern time. I'll see you back at 8 p.m. tomorrow night.